DEVONagent Pro is a powerful search tool that's fit for both the everyday needs of your typical web user and for those with more demanding research needs. Aside from bringing search results from multiple sources into one research-centric interface, DEVONagent includes a lot of features to bring the search experience up a few notches. So let's check those features out and work our way through our first search. When we first open DEVONagent, we see what seems like a simple search field. But upon clicking the loop, we get a drop-down menu with search plugins and so-called search sets. The plugins at the top allow us to search using popular search engines right from inside DEVONagent Pro. For example, we have Bing, Google, and Yahoo. Using a plugin in DEVONagent Pro is often much more effective than simply using the engine's web interface. That's because DEVONagent downloads the results and then analyzes and filters them. Next are the other search plugins broken up into groups by topic. Using those, we can search Apple-related sites, government sites, and even popular resources such as Project Gutenberg and Wikipedia. So just after the plugins come search sets. Now a search set is essentially a group of related sites that can be searched simultaneously. Then, the results from all of these sources are brought together into DEVONagent's interface. That is, into one interface. Here we have predefined search sets for Apple feeds, marketing, and for deep web searches. Do note that search sets can be both modified and created in the Search Sets window, allowing you to choose which sites to search and which parameters to use. To learn more, see the video tutorial on search sets in the Support Assistant. So back in the list, let's choose the search set Web Deep. This search set utilizes different search engines and even follows links that are located in the pages of our results. Now back at the top, we could just type in a simple search term such as iPad and launch our search. However, DEVONagent Pro supports powerful Boolean operators and wildcards. So instead, let's type in iPad mini and, in parentheses, iPad near Retina. This means we'll be searching for both the iPad mini and occurrences of iPad with the word Retina within 10 words. You can learn more about operators in the app documentation or the screencast on advanced search operators. So having said that, let's get to searching. Now it may seem that DEVONagent takes a while to search, but don't forget that it is crawling multiple sites, downloading the results, as well as analyzing and filtering them. So once DEVONagent is done searching, we get our results in two different forms. The first is the Digest tab. Here we have a quick summary of each result, so we can get the meat of the information without having to actually open and read the pages. However, if we find that a result is very relevant to what we need, then all we have to do is click the green link to open it in the internal browser. To the left of the textual digest is also a list of related search terms, all broken up by relevance. When we click any one of those, we get a mind map that shows the selected term and its relation to others, allowing us to easily click between topics to target our research. So without getting too in-depth here, let's jump over to the Results tab. Here we see the results listed like emails, with a thumbnail preview, relevance gauge, and description. Upon clicking once on any result, DEVONagent displays a minimalistic textual version of the web page. In this panel, we can also find things such as links to other sites, embedded images, RSS feeds, and more. This is done using DEVONagent's so-called scanners and can be a great help when you need to find certain types of information, such as video or images. To learn more about working in these two tabs, please see the screencast entitled Digest and Results tabs. The last thing we need to take a look at here in the search window is the Log tab. Here we have a list of all of the pages that DEVONagent filtered out. It filters out similar results, those that return 404 errors, and just plain low-quality, irrelevant results, so you don't waste any time on information that doesn't matter. Now let's check out what we can do with all of the results that we get. Let's jump back over to the Results tab and double-click any item to open it in DEVONagent's built-in browser. The results that we had in the Results tab can now all be found in the panel to the left, and we can click through those, loading each one in the web browser. DEVONagent's browser offers a lot of features that are absent in other browsers. For example, at one click of the mouse, you can switch between the web view, the source code, and even get a textual version of the page to filter out any distracting visual elements. It also contains the same scanners that we just saw in the Results tab of the search window, so extracting objects is very simple. Easily explore linked pages and download any image at one click of the mouse. So now that we're in the review phase, how do we narrow down our results? Well, here in the browser, once you've found a page that you don't need, simply right or control-click and delete it. Or select it and click the Delete button at the bottom of the pane. But the browser's functionality does not stop here. Brought over from DEVONthink, the DEVONagent browser includes the See Also function. This intelligently analyzes the given page and shows similar pages in the internet, bookmarks, and even in our DEVONthink database. With this feature, you'll find connections between pages that you may have otherwise not discovered. So that's the process of finding information and going through the found results. But DEVONagent Pro is not just about the search itself. It's also about working with results. So let's check out what DEVONagent Pro can offer in that respect. Here in the browser, we can do quite a bit. We can copy or launch the URL in our default browser, add it to DEVONthink via Clip to DEVONthink, as a resource, a bookmark, a PDF, and offline web archive. If we find the selected page to be of value for later research, we can add that to the Sites tab of any search set. See the Search Sets tutorial to learn more about what that means. Lastly, we can save it to DEVONagent's internal archive, or to our hard drive. Let's add it to the archive and check it out. The archive can be brought up by pressing Ctrl, Command, A. It contains all of the pages you archive, and you can think of it as a small DEVONthink database within DEVONagent. That's because the structure and workflow are very similar. For example, we can group items by creating a group and dragging items right to it. Here we have a lot of the same options that we have in the search window and DEVONagent browser. We can export items or save them to our DEVONthink database. To learn more about the archive and archiving results, see the screencast entitled Using Found Results. And with that said, let's go a bit into exporting results. Results can easily be exported for the purpose of sharing or further processing the information. However, the Digest and Results tabs have different export options available. Let's first look at reports. In a nutshell, a report is basically a document that looks just like the Results tab. So these can be exported in both the Results and Digest tabs. To do that, click File in the menu bar, and then choose Export, Report. Then, in the dialog that comes up, we need to select a format. If you're planning on importing your report to another app, such as Microsoft Excel or Apple Numbers, choose either OPML or CSV. But for now, let's choose PDF, type a file name, and click Save. So what about exporting individual results? To do that, we need to click the Export button in the toolbar of the Results tab. In the dialog, we can choose to save it as a bookmark, text, rich text, or a resource. Lastly, we can export a digest, which exports a document that is very similar to the Digest tab. This can be done in either tab by clicking File in the menu bar and choosing Export, then Digest. We can save it as a plain or rich text file. And if we're in the Digest tab, we can also choose to export the mind map. So now we've covered the basics of how to build a search, how to review your results, and how to work with the results. Do note that DEVONagent also comes with a set of in-depth video tutorials that cover all of the concepts in more detail. To find those, click Help in the menu bar and choose Tutorials. Make sure to view those screencasts as well. And on that note, that's a wrap. So we'll see you in the tutorials section.